number 5 rated Ahmed Santos. First up in our co-feature, you'll see undefeated interim champ and number 1 contender Zab Judah go for his first world championship belt as he meets number 2 ranked Jan Bergman for the vacant IBF junior welterweight crown. As we make our way indoors here at the Mohegan Sun Event Center, capacity for boxing about 1,400. It's filled up, enthusiastic crowd on hand in eager anticipation of a memorable night of boxing. If action, power, and speed are your thing, then you have definitely come to the right place. All of those attributes should be on display here in this room tonight. Hello again, everybody. Steve Albert ringside. This evening, we've got the red-hot 140-pounders on parade. Whether you call them super lightweights or junior welterweights, they have become one of the most vibrant and entertaining divisions in boxing today. It's a division that features some tremendous talent across the board. When you look at some of the names, the prospect of title unification becomes quite alluring. 2 of the 4 world champions are from the United States, but by the end of the night, there could be 3. And later tonight, we'll see the fighter who is perhaps the most pugnacious and relentless champion in this particular weight class. He's Kostya Tszyu, a no-nonsense, ruthless warrior with a hit or be hit mentality. Let's show you the landscape. Okay, tonight's headliner, the aforementioned strong Russian Kostya Tszyu, now residing in Australia, is the WBC champion, slick southpaw. Shambe Mitchell out of the D.C. and Maryland area represents the WBA. The IBF title became vacant when Tehran Millette broke his hand, couldn't defend, and was stripped of the belt. When he returns, he'll be the number 1 contender and mandatory challenger. So tonight, rising star and some feel budding superstar Zab Judah of New York hopes to lay claim to the title. And finally, unbeaten knockout specialist Randall Bailey from Miami heads up the WBO. And with that, let me bring on my ringside partners. First, the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. And Ferdy, impressive lineup at 140. Does Kostya Tszyu get your vote as number 1 overall?
Not only my vote, I think he's head and shoulders above everybody else. However, I like this kid, Randall Bailey, out of Miami. He's got knockout power. He needs a lot more experience. But what we got here is 4 fighters that you can mix and make about 1.5 years of great fights as they fight each other and end up with 1 guy. It could be a great night tonight.
Really becoming a terrific division. Let's bring on our other partner here, Bobby Ches. Bobby, what kind of assignment does Ahmed Santos have ahead of him against the dominant Tszyu?
Well, Steve, Santos has an incredible assignment ahead of him tonight. First, he has to stay outside, box and box smart. But on the inside, he has to get his pound of flesh. It's imperative that he gets Tszyu's respect. If he doesn't, Tszyu's going to run right through him. The champion likes to come out fast and get to the action. In order for Santos to have a chance to take this fight long and outbox him, he needs to get that pound of flesh, get it early, and then box outside smart.
Yeah, it's a daunting task for Santos, who didn't seem to be that respectful of the champion in our fighter meeting yesterday. We'll see what happens later tonight in our main event. Now, as usual, for you Showtime subscribers with internet access, we once again invite you to judge every round of every fight online. Yeah, score tonight's bouts at show.com. The results will be posted online and announced here during the telecast. Of course, your scoring is for entertainment purposes only, and due to time zone considerations, is only relevant to viewers of our live East Coast feed. And at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 Pacific, we invite you to chat online with WBA Super Welterweight champion David Reed. He's ready to discuss tonight's fights with you, as well as his upcoming pay-per-view bout with Felix Tito Trinidad. Once again, the web address is show.com. That's SHO.com. Well, we close in on our co-feature as number 1 contender Zab Judah of Brooklyn faces number 2 rated Jan Bergman of South Africa for the vacant IBF junior welterweight title. A classic case of youth versus experience. Brooklyn, USA. To those who hail from that hallowed New York borough, it's more than a mere spot on the map. It's a state of mind. They say you can take the kid out of Brooklyn, but you can't take Brooklyn out of the kid. Lifelong Brooklynite Zab Judah strives to be part of the select few who've made it big from Brooklyn. The tough neighborhoods of Brooklyn are littered with stories of unfulfilled dreams and tragic endings. Yet over the last 15 years, these streets have produced an impressive roster of fighters, including champions Mark Breland, Riddick Bowe, and of course, Mike Tyson. The newest Brooklyn star, undefeated junior welterweight, Zab Judah.
The type of way the Brooklyn life is, you know, I can't speak for those guys, but I can speak for myself. I mean, with me, it was a hard life, you know what I'm saying? Come out of Brooklyn. Typical day was like, you know, I mean, you go outside and you see chain snatching, purse snatching, I mean, it's just it. I mean, you could walk on the street, mind your business, somebody come pick a fight with you. I knew how to fight, you know, which made me different from anybody else in the hood. When they say Zab Judah is just like a Pernell Whitaker, that's like a compliment to me, because if people remember, he was one of the best fighters in the world. He was the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And yeah, it is hard to live up to trying to be like Mike, to be like Whitaker, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard, but, you know, I learned that you gotta crawl before you walk. And that's a true statement. A true statement. You gotta crawl before you walk. So you had to, me, I was patient, I listened, I learned. And Whitaker told me, he said, be patient. Everybody's time comes, it comes around. Just that when your time comes around, know what to do with it.
And here is the unbeaten southpaw phenom named Zab Judah, who hasn't even come close to losing. He's the interim IBF junior welterweight champion who's won 5 straight by knockout, the last 2 in the first round. Judah has had an extraordinary career. What an amateur career, winning 110 of 115, including the National Golden Gloves and New York Golden Gloves 3 times. In 1996, he was an alternate on the United States Olympic team. He is one of 7 brothers who all box. His father / trainer Yoel is a 6-time kickboxing world champion. Extremely confident young man. In some ways, Judah resembles a young Pernell Whitaker, very slick, elusive, but with power. Sweet pea with a punch. And Ferdy, he utilizes his exceptional speed to swarm over opponents before knocking them out. You've got to be impressed with this 22-year-old kid.
I certainly am. Anytime you can compare a guy to Pernell Whitaker and then add the kicker, but he's got a punch, wow, you got a fighter. Now, Lou Duva tells me, I haven't been this excited in a fight since I got Pernell Whitaker, Melder, Kayla out of the Olympics. This guy is it. He's the whole package. Well, let's see what he can do today. He's fighting with a very tall guy, and he didn't seem to give him any respect at all in our interview meetings.
Yeah, you're talking, of course, about the South African Jan Bergman, who does have the size over Zab Judah, but Judah 7 years younger than the 29-year-old Jan Bergman. Judah idolizes Pernell Whitaker, who he also trains with. They're stablemates, although Sweet Pea is more or less retired at the age of 36. But will he someday come close to matching the future Hall of Famers' accomplishments? We'll soon find out. Kostya Tszyu, who fights in the main event, cautioned Zab Judah that Jan Bergman will be his toughest test. Bobby, let's take a look at the keys to victory for these 2 fighters tonight.
All right, let's go with the interim champion, Zab Judah, first. He has to utilize that great hand speed. It's just so wonderful. Also, close the gap. He's got a bigger, taller man, and go to the body and head in combination. Mix it up. Keep him thinking.
And how about his opponent, Jan Bergman?
Well, this guy is tall and got nice reach, so he's going to have to use a sharp jab, accurate counterpunch. He has to make Judah pay and also box smart from the outside. That's his game.
Former South African champion Jan Bergman at 140 pounds after winning his first 32, 24 by knockout. He got his first taste of world title experience when he met tonight's headliner, Kostya Tszyu, for the IBF crown in '96. Bergman suffered his first loss when he was stopped in the 6th by Tszyu. Since the loss, though, he's won 6 out of 7, including 3 in a row. Let's check the tail of the tape. Judah has the age, Bergman the size at just 22. Judah, as mentioned, 7 years younger, 4-inch height advantage for Bergman, both under the limit at yesterday's weigh-in. Fight time weights, Judah 140, so just about the same. Bergman gained some weight at 149, 4.5-inch reach advantage for Bergman. The key rules, as you can see, no standing 8, no 3 knockdown rule. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Accidental headbutt occurs before the end of the 4th. Technical draw after the end of round 4. They go to the scorecards. So here at the Mohegan Sun Event Center in Uncasville, Connecticut, getting ready for the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship, Zab Judah versus Jan Bergman. Let's get the formal introductions from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to Mohegan Sun Casino in Uncasville, Connecticut, on the Mohegan Tribal Reservation, as we present a big night of action coming away, and it's all brought to you courtesy of Vlad Wharton's Millennium Events Incorporated in association with Dillon Productions. Main events Cedric Kushner Promotions, Showtime Championship Boxing, and Budweiser, the undisputed, undefeated king of beers. At this time, we present a World Championship attraction sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation, the President Hiawatha Night Supervisor Darrell Peoples, along with the Mohegan Tribal Gaming Commission Athletic Unit with the unit chief Jerry Boyle. Introducing to you our three judges, scoring this bout from ringside, from Johannesburg, South Africa, Stanley Christodoulou. From Avon, Connecticut, Glenn Feldman. From Providence, Rhode Island, Clark Sammartino. And introducing to you our referee in charge of this bout, working in this his 83rd world title bout, Steve Smoger. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant IBF Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with multicolored trim, fighting out of Tukumrus in South Africa. He weighed in at a ready 138 3/4 pounds with a fine record of 38 wins, 2 losses. He has 29 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former South African and WBC international champion, now rated the IBF #2 contender, introducing Jan Kid Gavilan Bergman. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the red corner, this 12-round championship bout, wearing red trunks with white and black trim, fighting out of and representing his hometown of Brooklyn, New York. He weighed in at 138 1/2 pounds. His record is undefeated at 21 wins, no losses, 1 no contest with 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the IBF interim champion and the #1 ranked IBF junior welterweight, introducing the undefeated Zab Super Judah. Once again, a referee in charge, Steve Smoger, now to give instructions. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for this vacant title.
All right, gentlemen, you were giving you instructions in the way, and I want you to obey my commands at all times, respect the bell at all times, and above all, protect yourself at all times. These are a little high, Jan.
These are high over
Yes,
here.
yes. And that is a lawful shot from a red up. Lawful blow right there.
Over soon, don't worry about it. Talk about it.
Okay.
You know about that.
That's a lawful shot.
It's gonna be over soon, don't worry about it.
Okay, it's a lawful shot. Yes, sir. All right. All safe, Howard? Okay, thank you.
Lou Duva getting right into the mix there with referee Steve Smoger concerning the height of the trunks of Jan Bergman. As you could hear in the background, Brooklyn well represented. That might just be Judah's family. Zab Judah, by his account, he's lost just 1 round his entire pro career, the 8th against Mickey Ward when he took a good body shot. Otherwise, he's seldom been threatened. Jan Bergman, can he catch Judah with his cheap weapon, the left hook? Some feel the most prolific in this division. But Judah, exceptional speed, punching power. You'll see lots of movement. But unlike most slick boxers, very aggressive. Bobby, how does Bergman deal with Judah's speed and overall slickness?
Well, you know, he has the height and he has the reach. He's got a little bit of speed of his own. It's not blinding difference here, but that height and that reach are going to be important. It's very important for that jab. If he can set the jab up, be accurate with it, make it a stiff jab, he can set up the combinations and he can keep this fight at the range he wants.
Right now, Zab is hot dogging a little bit. I mean, it's almost like Pernell Whitaker used to. He just plays with him. He's got such great reflexes. You can do that, but it's not getting any points.
The elusive Judah said the big difference in this fight will be defense. He said the D will throw Bergman off, just stand in front of him, make a miss, then catch him before he warms up. But he does have respect for the South African. While he did say hit him with a big shot and he'll take off, he added, but don't get me wrong, he's a good boxer.
Well, he certainly made him miss enough.
Koskizu, who beat Jan Bergman, said Bergman is tough and smart. Zab is young and hasn't fought anyone yet. There's a leaping knockdown, goes Bergman.
Judah's so quick that I don't think Bergman saw the punches that hit him.
5, 6,
First knockdown, first round.
8.
Flash knockdown, Bergman up rather quickly.
I think that was more of a trip going down. He did get hit, no question about it. Several punches, but he's
And now,
got it just in.
Judah pouring it on, trying to end it here. in the first round.
Push him off. That's it.
He has 9 first-round knockouts, including the last 2.
Judah's very quick. That right hook is landing right on the jawline. He's not missing with many of them.
Boy, has he got a killer instinct.
Oh, what a belly. You can hear it all the way on the back row, and Bergman down for the second time. There's no 3 knockdown rule.
That was a crisp, straight left hand, left cross to the temple, and Bergman straight to his knees.
He comes running right after him. He runs into a left by Bergman. Bergman just trying to stay out of the way, and he is just flailing away like a wild man.
Bergman took his shot. Boy, he took 2 thunderous punches, but they missed. It did more harm to him than good.
40 seconds to survive for Bergman, who's already been down twice. Judah just teeing off.
Right now, he's trying to get his head together and block the shot, but what he really needs to do is just hold for a few seconds, get some rest.
Bergman, a human punching bag for Zab Judah.
Oh, Zab Judah better take it easy. He's expending half his gas tank here in the first round. Boy, he's just going at it.
Bergman on the retreat, trying to get his legs under him.
Step.
He looks dazed.
Yeah, well, he probably has made it to the end of this round by luck.
Bell.
This is just a matter of time, as it appears.
All right, that was his base run. Give me the water. Give me the tongue. Spit out.
Well, that was certainly an exhibit of his skill.
Yani je moet gaan naar lijn slaan, Klaas.
How we doing, Jan?
Okay.
We're going to take a look at the first knockdown. He's a little off balance, but that right hook, you see a knee wobble, and he's sort of being chased. There's more of a trip there than a clean knockdown. He got wobbled. We'll take an overhead look. He got hit with a good right hook right there. You see the legs buckle, and his legs are not under him very well. He's retreating, and there is a slip. That's actually not a clean knockdown at all. But the second one appeared to be a whole lot better. It's a nice straight left hand right on top of the temple, and almost a hit after the knockdown. He just got that hit clean to the temple, and down he went.
Judah hit it right on the button. He told us he has to get in close, not to allow Bergman to run. Bergman has the reach and has the advantage of the outside. He said, I'll get in his chest. And that's pretty much what he has done. And Jan Bergman being urged on in his corner by former welterweight contender Harold Volbrecht. You may remember that name. Once lost to Mark Breland, ironically, also from Brooklyn.
And the Pepino Cuevas, who's a very good Mexican fighter before Chavez came along.
Those were 2 title fights for Volbrecht. And now Zab Judah going for his first world title here.
Ooh, nice left
Bergman.
hook. And you know, right now, you wonder just how much energy he spent in the first round. I'm sure he didn't spend too much, but not really working too much to see if the challengers, well, they're both challengers actually, but to see if Bergman is still hurt. You're supposed to jump on him and test him, Steve.
Yeah, this is for the vacant IBF junior welterweight title. The interim champion is Zab Judah, the southpaw, now on the right of your screen.
Well, what Zab looks like he's got is a whole ocean of self-confidence. I mean, he looks like he's just taking his time. He doesn't need to jump on him. He'll just work his way till he finds him again.
The round's almost half over, and he hasn't really done anything.
No, not even thrown anything hard.
Why do you think, Bobby, that Judah, after that great success, knocking him down 2 times in the first round, didn't just close the gap and jump right on Bergman?
You know, there's a number of different things that could be going through his head. He could realize,
Zab Judah is down for the first time in his career. He just walked right into one.
as I was about to say, he could be rethinking things and considering his opponent's a little tougher than he thought. And he was thinking about something that walked into that hook.
And walk into it he did. He got up pretty fast. He didn't take any time on the canvas, but hey, it changes things in his mind. It ain't going to be such an easy night.
We advertised the prolific left hook of Jan Bergman, and Zab Judah met it up close. About 50 seconds to go in round 2. Zab Judah tasting the canvas for the first time in his career.
Not a bad left hook right hand. Bergman starting to find the range a little bit. Zab not near as effective as he was in the Round not able to come through those long-range arms, but he's setting it up with a reasonable jab, is Bergman.
Judah is now toying with Bergman, despite the fact that he was knocked down. Oh, a good right uppercut by Judah. And now he jumps right on the South African again. Judah's got it all back, all kinds of energy, pounding to the body with the left, reaching up high with the right, but missing. Good recovery here by Zab Judah after the flash knockdown. And shows the elusive defense as well as the bell sounds. Boy.
Sit down. Listen to me. Listen to me. Let's put your hands down. And listen to me. Don't play with this kid. You understand me? Give me the water. Give me the water. Don't play with this kid, Dad. Give me the water. Give me the water. Here. All right, listen to me. Breathe. 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 Take some water. Let's go.
All right, Zab.
No problem. Let's go. Don't play with this kid. You understand me? I want you to use your jab and take him, baby. Take him. You see, you hit him when you want him, but keep your hands up. He's trying to pot you. He's trying to get.
Here we're going to see that left hook. He walks right into it, and Bergman turns it in beautifully, just right on the button, just the way you draw it up. Judah comes back, and he's, you know, you can see he's a little cocky. He throws a nice right uppercut and a left-hand right hook. He follows up, and he hurts Bergman. At the end of that round, if the round were a little longer, Bergman might have had some serious trouble.
Well, you know, it was a lucky thing he didn't drop him. Just a lucky thing for Bergman. He didn't drop him. That was a perfect punch and a perfect follow-up. As if somebody turned on the ghost switch on Zab.
Judah's got to be careful not to toy with this guy too much. He has a tendency to do that from time to time, to be too showboaty.
There it was costly.
Absolutely. That's what they were saying to him in the corner. Boy, round two saw a change in momentum abruptly to Jan Bergman until the final 20 seconds when Judah got it back.
I had the first round 10-7 for Judah, second round 10-8 for Bergman, so he closed the gap right away.
I had them both 10-8 rounds, so they're even on my scorecard. This is a very good fight, except you get the feeling that if Zab wants to turn it on, it's a completely different fight. When he's playing with him, it's one thing, but when he turns it on, he's in command.
Judah's young and slick, very talented, obviously, but what about the experience factor? How much does that play a role here?
Well, you know, it depends on the quality of the experience that Bergman's had. He was in with a guy like Kostya Tszyu, and he didn't make it to the final bell, so some of his experience was probably costly on both sides.
Bergman's primary theme going in was that Judah was underestimating him, just like he underestimated Kostya Tszyu back in 1996. He said the keys for him will be to pressure Zab Judah and box him. He said Judah doesn't do that much very well.
Well, that was a beautiful right-hand left hook combination by Bergman. That's what he needs to do, though. He needs to keep those punches at long range, keep the jab in Judah's face, because the jab is big.
That was the best punch landed in the round, and it landed solidly.
Jan Bergman coming on. He said, you might find me as fast as Judah is. You're going to be surprised, he said to us yesterday.
That was a great body shot. Great body shot by Judah.
Boy, Zab Judah, after coming out blazing in that first round, knocking Bergman down 2 times, getting knocked down himself in the last round. About a minute to go in round 3.
Bergman has found the combination that's starting to work for him. It's a lead right hand followed by a hook. He's hit Judah with it 3 successive times.
And there went just then again, well, it didn't land, but it was there. Same thing.
Bergman had surgery on that left hand in December, but he got the doctors okay. Bergman said it's not a factor.
A nice counter overhand left by Judah just now. Rocked Bergman a little bit.
It did rock him. He had a different expression on his face when he went back.
And a different expression in his legs, too.
Yeah, right.
Judah moving forward, pressing the attack. Bergman continues to backpedal. Judah with a left hand there that just grazed Bergman. Bergman missed with that right.
Judah has some heavy hands, boy. It seems like everywhere he punches, he hurts. That body shot just changed things around a little while ago. Now the other shot got his attention, got him running again.
Okay. Spuugheid. Wat is dat? Spuugheid. Spuugheid. Ja. Hou die passen. You gotta keep on moving, okay? Maar je springen. Bly achter jou jab, 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 maar skuif maar. Moenie instorm vir die right hand, okay? Give me water. Give me water.
He's wide open. Wide open for the left hook. You're doing good now. Keep your hands up. Don't give him nothing, though. He's trying to land anything. Every time you hit him, you hurt him, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey. All right? Relax. Breathe and relax. You're in good shape. It's your show. Come on, Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
A slightly slower pace in the last round, round 3. Both fighters maintaining more of a gap. The start of round number 4 here at the Mohegan Sun Casino in Uncasville, Connecticut. This is for the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship. It has been an intriguing fight to this point.
Well, first round clearly all Judah's. Second round, we saw a little more domination by Bergman. Third round was a much closer round. A little bit Judah's way. This should be this round and maybe the next, if there is another round, should set the pace where this fight heads.
And as Kostya said, Bergman is smart and tough, and he has the experience factor going against the 22-year-old southpaw Judah.
You keep getting the impression that if they just turn the juice on Zab and tell him, go ahead and take this guy out, it would be a different round, because he's starting out very cautious, didn't warm up till the end. So jump on him right off the bat, let's see what happens.
Winner has to fight the mandatory Tehran Millette by August 12th. Well, they certainly aren't thinking about that right now. Bergman missing with that overhand right. It's so tough to hit Judah. He's so quick defensively, like right there.
He's got Pernell Whitaker's radar. He just seems to know how to avoid punches, just moving his body a fraction. It's a beautiful thing to see when you got that.
They say he's Sweet Pea with a bigger punch, more offensive-minded. Of course, Pernell Whitaker, 6 world titles in 3 different weight divisions.
Hard to improve on that. Yeah.
He's got a counter punch more. He's got to start getting excited again as Judah. He lets him miss his punches, but then he didn't come back with anything. No good. He's got to come back when he misses.
About a minute to go in round 4.
This will do nothing wrong because Bergman's not trying to fight either.
Oh, there's a left hand followed by a combination to the head by Judah all over Bergman.
And he is in trouble. He butted him. He's looking at him saying, hey, wait a minute. You can't do that. He's tripping over his feet.
Another left hand, straight left by Judah, who's taunting Bergman now.
Bergman's legs, Steve, they don't look like they're under him well. He's not on sturdy legs.
Very wobbly as he backpedals away from Zab Judah. Judah with an uppercut, and he just pummels him to the head. Over him. Steve Smarger, the ref, watching closely. Down he goes.
Get over there.
Third knockdown of the fight for Judah.
5,
He may just stay down.
6.
He looks like he doesn't want to get up.
No. He stretched out there like for an evening of relaxation.
Over.
Well, a statement was made.
And Zab Judah has won his first world championship. He's the IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the world.
Well, he came here to make a statement to win a title and to prove that he's Sweet Pea will come back to life with a punch. Well, he's got my vote. He's got a punch. He can take over.
And the dazed look on the face of Jan Bergman. But the celebration begins over on the Zab Judah side of the ring. And now he parades around the ring with the new belt, gets down on his knees and does some praying. A member of the Jewish faith, Zab Judah, knockout unofficially 250, round 4.
Back up, you guys. Back up.
Zab Judah goes to 22-0, won no contest with 17 knockouts. He put Bergman on the canvas 3 times en route to the victory. Didn't take Judah very long, did it? A world champion at just 22. And he's the 4th member of the 96 Olympic team to win a world title.
See, he's so sneaky. His defense is so good, and what he does is he jumps in with shots. There's a nice uppercut that misses, but he lands a couple of body shots and then turns up, and he hits Bergman with some uppercuts. They'd snap his head, and once he gets him, he just cleans up on him. He's so quick. There's one of the uppercuts that caught him cleaning the jaw. And basically, he's just in a passive position, just his hands up, hiding. Put his head between his legs, the plane is going to crash. And it did.
And we're going to be seeing a lot more of this young man, Zab Judah, in the near future. He joins David Reed, Floyd Mayweather, and Fernando Vargas as champions who are on that 96 Olympic team. Judah was an alternate.
One more look. There's the left uppercut that started the wobbling, got his head a little foggy. And Judah just really teased off on him. He punches right through the gloves, around the gloves, non-stop barrage until Bergman decides to take his seat and stay there.
Well, he must make his first defense versus #1 contender, mandatory challenger Tehran Millette by August 12th. He wants to stay busy, he told us. Mentioned Hector Camacho Jr. as a possibility. Sets up some very attractive future possibilities for title unification. Shambe Mitchell, of course, Kostya Tszyu, Randall Bailey. Should be a lot of fun. Fight fans' delights. We're set for the official announcement. Let's get it up to our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time of 2 minutes, 40 seconds in round number 4. Our referee in charge, Steve Smoger, reaches the count of 10. He's the winner by way of knockout, still undefeated. Now the IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the world, and proving true to his nickname, Zab Super Judah.
So the newest member of the Showtime boxing family, Zab Judah, is victorious in emphatic fashion. A 4th-round knockout over Jan Bergman. And there he is, Zab Judah, out of Brownsville, Brooklyn, the same neighborhood that produced former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. In fact, he is a protege of Mike Tyson's. Coming up next, our main event, the WBC Super Lightweight Championship. Kostya Tszyu defends his title against #5 contender Ahmed Santos. Take you into the dressing room of the champion. Kostya Tszyu came over from Russia to Australia in '91 as an amateur. The year he won the world championship, fell in love with the country, and with the former Soviet Union breaking up, he passed on the '92 Olympics in order to settle in Sydney and turn pro. Brought his wife Natasha, his 2 sons, mother, father, and sister to live in Australia. Now an Australian citizen, even speaks with a hint of an Aussie accent. Kostya Tszyu coming up in our main event a little bit later tonight against Ahmed Santos of Mexico. We're set for post-fight reaction now from our opening bout. Let's go to the fight doctor, Freddie Pacheco, in the ring.
Very impressive opening. You look just like Sweet Pea, except you got dropped. Like what happened with his spoon to the dropping?
I'm gonna tell you right now, yo, he gave me a good fake. He faked the right hand through the hook, caught me. I mean, I understand why I'm a champion, man. I keep telling people I belong in the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? I went up against the guy. I got my head right. I got focused, and I went right at him, took him out.
All right, with the magic of television, we're going to show you the knockdown.
Yeah, let me see
well, how you got hit. Now let's take it slow. You talk.
Nah, I got hit.
That was a left hook right on the
Yeah,
top.
he caught me a little hook. I mean, come on, man. I'm a soldier. I laughed at him. Come on, man. Look.
Here's your rally at the end of the fight,
Boom,
which follows the end.
boom, boom,
It's a good body
boom,
shot.
boom, 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 boom.
Should be stopped.
I'm not stopping. I'm never gonna stop until it's over.
And it should have been stopped, and it was.
Cause
So
I'm a hot boy,
lucky for us.
You know? That's right, baby. We do that thing for real. I want to say peace and love to everybody in Brooklyn, everywhere. Some people out there shout out. Everybody I told shout out. Love y'all. Florida, New Orleans. What up, baby?
All right. We got next time is Lou Duva, who's had so many champions he can't remember them all. Where are we going with this guy? Where are we going with this guy, Lou?
Well, I think Shelley and I is going to sit down and look at the map out his career, but we thought we were seeing another Pernell Whitaker down there, even when he got dropped, but he come back up and knocked him out just like a Pernell
Well,
Whitaker.
you weren't worried a minute when he got dropped. You only stayed down that fraction of a second.
I still was worried about it. Don't worry about that. But
Shelley,
he's a great fighter.
Shelley, is it safe to say this is another big star in the rising?
No doubt. He is a star in every way.
All right, star in every way. Where are you going from here, star in every way?
Zoo, baby. Let's ride, baby. Come on, let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? You the best, I'm the best. Look, y'all let me in the door now. Okay, I reloaded.
Right. Irrepressible. An irrepressible new young talent. Let's go back. to Steve Albert at ringside.
Thanks very much, Ferdy. Now, there is a man who loves his job. Not talking about Ferdy, talking about Zab Judah. Let's check the online scoring results from our opening bout, Judah versus Bergman. And the folks at home had it all even before the conclusion of the match, 2-2. So despite the first time he was ever knocked down in his pro career, Zab Judah able to come back and put Bergman away in round 4. If you took part, we thank you for your participation. The online voting will continue with the start of our main event. Steve Albert back with Bobby Ches. Well, things looking very rosy. The future looking bright for young 22-year-old southpaw sensation Zab Judah. This is a guy who's good, and he knows it.
Well, yeah, he knows it, and he'll be the first one to tell you, but he is good. He can back it up. He talks the talk real well, but he walks it just as good.
How far can this guy conceivably go in his career?
Well, you know, it's hard to say. Right now, his division is probably the best talent for talent with the champion, so he could do a round robin with any one of them, and it would be a great set of fights.
All right, let's take a look at some of the action as we go inside the ropes with Bobby Ches right now and dissect Zab Judah a little further.
Well, we're going to show you here. He gets Bergman in trouble to knock down. That was the one that was, he wobbled him, but it was more of a slip toward the end than a push. And here, Judah tastes a little bit of the canvas, walking into a nice left hook. And here's the end of the fight. He just beats him literally to the floor, as I said before, with his head between his legs, because the crash was imminent.
You get the feeling he's a guy who is very passionate about his job. It's not just to make a buck.
He loves what he does.
He really loves what he does.
I know the feeling was there once myself.
Absolutely, yes. All right, so that wraps up coverage of our co-feature this evening, Zab Judah versus Jan Bergman. You get the feeling we're going to be hearing a lot more about the new IBF junior welterweight champ, Zab Judah, in the very near future.